I'm no different than any other Japanese-American person here in Los Angeles. Work as an artist, run errands, and I pay my bills, just like everyone else. But sometimes, when the day is done and the opportunity arises, I open my secret little restaurant. It's there I discover who I truly am, one dish at a time. I call that place the Shokudo. I'm experimenting to see how we can make this takoyaki the best ever. Last time I made it, it was nice and brown on the outside, but when I bit into it, it was just completely raw in the center. So in order to stop that, I'm gonna make the heat slower, and we're gonna try it like that. So let's get into it. Oh, I'm just gonna get messy, it's fine. Mashed potato! Whoa! I wouldn't want to do that any other way. Actually, you're getting a rare occurrence on camera because this is like the first time I've ever measured something. I don't measure things. And I guess we're just gonna try it out and see where it goes. Ready? Ikimashou! Oh, I think I have to go fast for this boy. I close it while it's still raw, press it, we turn it around, and let's see where it goes from there. Does it even come out? Yeah! I've seen them do that in Japan, totally, 100%. Okay. Ready, steady, goodbye. This is for ASMR purposes, not a freak.
This is ASMR.
Oh, that one's as black as night. I am so sorry, bakers. Ooh. Pass. Fail. Pass. Fail. So, it's not sticking, which is a good sign. So we solved that problem. Ah! Clean. Oh no! Ah! All right, and without further ado, ooh, look, when you break open, watch this. When you break it open, you got some pieces of Kaki there. That's pretty cool. We're going for it.
Oh, less liquid.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, that's perfect. You see? Michael, you're a genius.
Close.
Wham! And then we flip! That's good. Whether it's cooked or not, I don't know, but that's good. Ready? Let's see. Oh, snap! All right, well that's the compote. And ta-da! See,
nice.
At this point, I can't even tell if it's cooked or uncooked. Want to try it?
Sure.
It's my responsibility, so I'm gonna eat it. Okay, so I like it.
Yeah. Compote tastes really good. This part of the takoyaki is good. I don't know about that part.
It feels all right. I think this is just sugars. And I think the sugars just melted into the batter, causing it to look like a batter type substance. As I'm talking, Luke is shaking his head. That is a definite no.
Does it taste like Kaki?
The compote?
Yeah.
Yeah, the part of it that I had, yeah.
Gosh.
I need a whole takoyaki though of.
Okay. So this time we're gonna make it with all that box because we need to get rid of that.
How much compote are you making?
Oh, I'm gonna make enough.
Saying he should make a jar for Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got plenty of Kaki, all the persimmon covered the entire table
Holy moly.
last year and a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
Because friends just gave them to me, and I would ask them, can you give me some? Because if you do, then I will in return bake a cake for you, and then you'll get one.
Oh, nice.
So they loaded me up with kaki. This recipe comes from the Japanese American National Museum volunteers.
Oh.
In the early 90s, there used to be many potlucks. And even before the pandemic, these were just amazing potlucks. All these Nisei volunteers, they had their recipes, and they decided, let's put that all together and make a cookbook. But the persimmon bread, I enjoy this one because it's unusual. And I looked through my mom's church's cookbook. They don't have a persimmon bread recipe. And I looked through the Gardena Buddhist Temple cookbook. They don't have one as well. So for some reason, Janum has it. Yeah, had it.
Wow.
So yeah, why don't I start?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Have you baked before? Do you bake? You bake
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
2 cups.
I don't use cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
The cinnamon is strong.
Yeah.
It overpowers the kaki, and kaki has a subtle flavor.
Salt. Slow motion grate.
Yeah.
No one cooks like
Like really bold.
Learn more about my grandfather.
It's the most pleasant night I have ever had.
So when did you encounter persimmon?
I never learned to eat it until very recently. Until we actually started filming,
Oh
and then
my gosh.
I was like, oh, this is the culture around it, and this is how to eat it. Wow. So I'm relatively new to all of this.
Well, the first time for me,
Yeah.
it wasn't until I lived in Japan, because
Oh.
I moved to Tokyo and I went to Waseda University, lived with a homestay family.
Oh.
My homestay mother would always peel kaki like every Japanese mother does. And you have the cut kaki under, as your legs are under the kotatsu, the heated table. Have you
Yeah.
heard of that? Yeah. And that's where I just really fell in love with that fruit, because it was so different. I've never had anything like that in America. It was crisp.
Yeah.
The texture was different, and it was refreshing, but also the sweetness. It reminded me of cinnamon, but not as strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't experience it or encounter it when I was in childhood at all. Even though my grandparents had a tree, and we would go there and just play, so we didn't pay attention to any of that stuff. When I really became enamored with kaki in Japan, and then I found out my bachan had a tree, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was much later in life. Well, what do I do with these things?
Yeah. Okay. So for me, oh wait, no, I get a flavor now.
You're like, for me, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's a very light flavor. I don't know how to describe it. It's very autumny. That's all I could say. But the flavor isn't a lot. It's not like the gooey kind, right? Or when it ripens.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, yeah, it's a little. Could use another week or so.
Can we slice into a ripened one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can eat this. This is edible, right? Okay.
Oh no, yeah, this is good.
Sure, I like that. Which one do you like? Or what are you used to?
I feel like I'm used to eating it at this stage, but this tastes good. Yeah, this is
It's delicious.
a concentrated flavor. Yeah, and it's not slimy yet. Not too slimy.
Oh, it can get slimier than this?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now we're gonna go to Mr. Jon
Oh,
Okeya.
Okay.
So this is the messy part, though.
Oh, great. That's what I'm good at. I'm good
All
at
right.
messy stuff.
Meaning to take the pulp out of this container, out of the actual.
Got it. Oh yeah.
That one's ready to
this
pop.
boy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
And we don't want the skin. You just dig in here
Uh-huh.
like that, and then you just scoop it out and put it in there.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I can do this.
So what did you think of dissecting a Kaki there? That's the first time you've dissected Kaki.
No pun intended, this is my jam. I'm like, really?
Oh,
Like,
Last year and this year, we've made it like a family thing. So all of us Yonsei cousins, we now we go over there and we.
and there's enough fruit for everyone?
Oh, there's
more
yeah,
than enough.
More than enough, yeah.
Wait, over here. Ready? Okay, grab it with 2 hands and let it go all the way to the ground.
Take it.
Drop these over.
Where are you?
So the fruit fly thing.
oh, I see.
Oh, he stole it.
Hey, drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
This is our second year that we're doing it on Veterans Day. Cook is my father-in-law, so he was coming by himself and picking for a few years, I think. And then I think last year we're like, you know, we should just all go on Veterans Day.
Did you tell us about this last year?
Yeah, I mentioned it because it was they came over and it wasn't like a planned thing. It was like, oh, we'll just pick Kaki and eat lunch, and then it ended up being like,
a huge thing.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
and
it always happens that way.
I know. And so now
I
a couple
know.
more people come. You all came.
And Uncle planted the Kaki tree.
Oh, he planted it?
He did. I think he planted all these fruit trees, fruit-bearing
I
trees.
didn't know that.
I'm almost certain.
Wow.
Wow.
And so this was in 58, she said that he planted the tree, and ever since then.
Yeah,
I
wow.
was 10 years old, so.
Crazy.
Uncle Jimmy used to, every Thanksgiving, the big group clan would get together, and he'd bring bags and boxes of kaki, and everyone would take some home.
See, my dad used to pick these. I didn't realize that how long it would take. I mean, you know, it takes all of us to do it, and he would do it by himself.
Yeah, I can't imagine one person doing
Yeah.
all of this work. This is a ton of work.
If I knew what it was when we were like little.
Yeah. And even like until I'd say fairly recently, like a few years or, you know, from moving back here. And people would always be like, wow, you have a beautiful Kaki tree. And it would be the Japanese Americans in the area. And so I started to have more of an appreciation, I think. And, you know, once Grandpa and Grandma passed, like everything that they built. And yeah.
You know, Judy reminded us, he continues to take care of us all, you know, feeding us the fruits, Kaki especially, we all appreciate.
I wonder if all the Kaki trees here in California now, did they come because the Issei brought them over here?
The Americans or the Caucasians people, they did not grow these. They grew the typical Hachiya one that you would find across the country. Because Japan, most of the country experiences 4 seasons, you have all these dishes and fruits, vegetables that come out each season, and then when it's fall, you're starting to see the transformation to Kaki because you see the trees now they're green, but now they're turning orange. So then, in anticipation of that, people are getting ready for Kaki, and on the news they have reports of when Kaki will be ready to pick as well.
Yeah.
but it came from what the Issei's experienced in Japan. That's what they were surrounded by. So they brought some of home to America. 3/4 of a cup. This is yuzu. Oh, that's a juicy one.
That's a juicy one.
Whoa. You're lucky. Okay, very good.
It's okay? Okay.
It is.
Good.
Just want to make sure it's not overly mixed. So, very good. Voila.
Perfect. Okay.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Do other cultures engage with Kaki in the same way that Japanese Americans, how we have this culture of giving it to each other at this time? I haven't heard of anyone else really talk about persimmons.
But I'm not sure if there's anything symbolic about it, like so many other Japanese foods, especially at New Year's.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much symbolism around it. But that, it seemed at a point, because growing up, it just seemed like, oh, that's what JAs do. You know, Kaki or persimmons.
It's a reflective of that culture of giving, you know. Our grandparents certainly set the precedent for us in terms of like not showing up empty-handed to someone's house. So they would bring, you know, a bag of Kaki in addition to a dish, you know.
Yeah.
Any family or even friend gathering, you know. Yeah. And so I think just that culture of giving just was birthed from that struggle of very poor farming in Japan and then coming to the United States and not having as much money being in a foreign country and then losing everything during World War II. It's just generation after generation of giving and supporting one another. And now as Jon says, we're doing pretty all right, I guess.
Yeah.
But I hope that we can keep up that culture of that tradition of like helping each other out.
Yeah.
Even if it's just these small ways of giving each other Kaki during the holidays, you know. How big is your tree?
I don't know. I don't go back there.
It's on your property.
I know. Well, that's for my mom. I'm an inside person, Michael. I don't even go outside the back part of my house. I'm sure it's a persimmon tree because I remember her picking stuff off of it. So,
Does she still pick stuff off it? Is it fruiting right now?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think Jon having this Kaki tree on his property but not knowing what it is or who's maintaining it or where it is or what it looks like, I think that's just a perfect encapsulation of Jon and his Japanese Americanness. Like, just, it's part of him, but he just has no idea. But it's there.
He doesn't
It's
even
inside
know.
him.
He doesn't even know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Which I don't. I don't know. It's somewhere back there. I have no idea. According to my mother, we have a Kaki tree. I've never seen it. I don't know if it exists, but we're gonna go.
The perfect time to go looking for it is at midnight here.
Exactly. More adventure, more fun.
All right, let's see. Is this it?
No.
No.
That's a tree. Maybe it's in here. Let's try.
How big is it?
So
In the tales that your mother has told.
So I don't know.
Is that it? This thing?
Ow! Oh, poke me in the nose. So maybe this is it. Does this look like a persimmon tree to you?
It looks like a tree.
It looks like a dead prune tree. Okay, well we have we have other.
Jon, just snap it off.
We have other. No, it's my mother's tree. She's gonna know. Are you trying to scan the leaf for information?
Yes.
I didn't know such technology existed.
Yeah, I mean, like our eyes tell us, it's basically telling us it's a tree.
Oh.
It needs more.
Amazing app.
It needs more information.
Is that a persimmon tree?
Those look. Whoa, what is that?
Look at those beautiful persimmons.
Yes.
That's an orange. So, You know what? How about this? I'll ask my mother. You probably wouldn't want to be on camera, would you?
No. Yeah, I look so ugly.
No, you're fine. You're good.
That's the only thing I'm scared of.
No worries. So to reiterate, then since I'm on the microphone, do we have a persimmon tree?
No, we don't have persimmon. I killed 2 persimmon tree already.
You killed 2 persimmon trees? Where were they?
Oh, it was on the side, but the side, it didn't last long.
That side?
Yes.
Oh, we were back there.
In the front.
In the front. Where in the front? We'll do a look.
You know where the peach tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me go check.
Sorry, I don't want to.
So wait, so is it still there? It's just
No, I told you, no.
it's gone? Oh, I thought there's just no fruit. There's no tree.
No tree.
Okay, got it. So, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Bad news is my mother doesn't want to be on camera because in her words she goes, I look so ugly. And I'm like, no you don't. And she's like, no. So there's that. So there is truth in it though. We had a persimmon tree.
Oh, had.
So it was in the side that we were at, but it's no longer there. Whatever tree we saw was not a persimmon tree, and there was one next to our peach tree in the front.
All right, so let's go to the former site of the Okeya family Kaki tree.
So I don't know what a peach tree looks like.
Oh my God, we walked out here.
Is this a peach tree? Isn't it fun? It's like finding, it's like going on an Easter egg hunt, but there's no Easter eggs.
And we don't know what the Easter eggs look like.
We don't know what the Easter eggs look like. That's a tree.
That's a tree.
And it's another tree. And that's another tree. So one of these was a persimmon plant, but she took it away because she killed 2 of them and it made her sad. And now that's what we have.
And just like our JA traditions,
It's left,
we'll dug them up and bury them.
gone forever, only dust in the wind. This can't be the end of the segment, right?
You know, even though I highly associate it with the season, and the only really thing I associate it with is giving it away. I don't know. I didn't really. I mean, before we started looking into this more, I didn't really remember how we ate it, if we ate it, and now we have at least 2 different ways. Yeah. In addition to eating it raw.
When I told Michael, yeah, you cut it up and eat it raw, he goes, no one does that.
We didn't do that.
No one does that.
And then we went to my grandma's house to pick it, and my aunt handed it and was like, eat it. And I was like, oh yeah. I don't know. I've had it like this before. It's a tradition and it's not a tradition. It's like a tradition that we didn't really think about. It's almost like a burden because like the tree, there's too many. We have to get we have to give them away.
Yeah.
No, I mean if we really want to do, we just cut down the tree and then we won't have to deal with it anymore. which a lot of people did.
Or the property is sold.
Yeah, if we lose that, if we sell that house, you know, that had the tree that my grandpa planted, then we lose this tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a great likelihood it will stop. Many parts of our traditions, and kind of growing up, you know, your parents, they would have it all the time, but then as the generations get further removed from that, and they're not around that tree any longer, or they don't come to the family gatherings because they moved across the country, then yeah, do the ones who have they were immersed in it or engaged with it when they were younger, do they crave the taste of Kaki again? Does it bring back memories of family and community? I wonder.
And it's not as extreme as like, you know, Kent and his Mochizuki thing. It's similar in that there's only a few families that have Kaki trees relative to the number of Japanese Americans. There's only a few families that still do Mochizuki. So it's like, it's the few preserving the culture for the many, you know? Yeah.
So I don't know if if this fruit disappears within our community, will we have a yearning to reconnect with it? I don't know.
Cool.
Oh, okay, so the loaf. Let me go check the loaf so you can smell it. Get that up.
Smells like a bakery.
Oh, see, it's nice.
Wow!
It looks good. Okay, let's see.
Good output.
Both of you. Yep, it's ready. Okay, so it's perfect. Perfect.
Come here, little one. Waddy.
Hi. Yeah, and then it'll sit there. So it has a nice, it browned very nicely here. It's not too, see if there was more sugar and if it was in there longer, then you would see this get kogeteru, so it would turn black because the sugar.
I see.
But yeah, it's really perfect, I think.
Yes. Good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
We used friendship and teamwork. That's what made it work. Yes.
Yeah, can you believe it came from this fruit? Yeah. Look at this. This is what it
I
was.
love it.
All
Let's
right.
try. Ready, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. Itadakimasu.
Hai, dozo. Because again, persimmon kaki has a
Yeah,
subtle
very,
flavor.
very subtle flavor, yeah. I like it because it's not too sweet.
I think the cinnamon, it was a quarter teaspoon or 1 teaspoon.
I would-
It would have overpowered it.
Even if I can't identify exactly, like this is a perfect like Japanese confectionery like cake kind of idea. Like I would have this in Japan, and it would just be like a semi-sweet cake, and then you would have it with tea or you would have it with coffee, and it's just like perfect, you know? So like this is great. This is great.
So, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and thanks for
Yeah.
helping. You know, you both now know how to make persimmon bread.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I understand, John, you made some persimmon kaki compote.
I did. And that one is funny because it's on the opposite end of, it is not Japanese at all. We're gonna use some very cheap Chaosha Pinot Grigio.
Pinoy.
That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yes,
Like the
definitely.
Philippines, right?
Yeah, Pinoy.
Pinot.
Grigio.
Yeah.
Grigio.
We're gonna use white wine.
Okay.
Pinot.
Pinot.
Pinot. That's right, huh?
Oh, you didn't know.
Filipino. I was in.
Oh, Filipino.
There you go. That's why I was like, I'm not wrong. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna reduce white wine with a bunch of Christmassy kind of ingredients, like cloves and stuff like that.
Cloves
and
is Christmas.
yeah, cloves, cinnamon, and star anise.
This is probably why John thinks baking is difficult. That was way more than a cup.
I was aiming for a cup and a half. We're fine. That's Christmas, right?
Yes.
Anyways, I'm gonna add all this stuff in now. So we got cloves.
Cloves. What are cloves?
Cloves are made from the clove plant. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that these three things go together. Star anise comes from the anise plant. That was too much.
Excellent.
It's working though. That's fine. Shanghai and Christmas time. There was
That's why.
what? There's
This is Christmas in Shanghai, not America.
yeah, no place like it. It was so great. You get like the Germans that they invaded like Shanghai, so you'd have all these German markets and then Bavarian wieners with mulled wine. Holy crap, so good.
There's too much star anise for sure.
Really?
That smells like Christmas.
Is it one too many? Well, it's
It might
fine.
be like 2, 3.
You
I don't think I'm a fan of star anise.
I
that's what it boils down to.
yeah. I'm like, I don't think you like that ingredient.
Yeah.
I think that's just it. I just reduced it from this much all the way down to this much, and I let it stew for maybe an hour. What do you think so far?
It's interesting that in the beginning, I just taste cinnamon and cloves and stuff. And then later the Kaki flavor comes through.
Yes. That's what this one does.
But the Kaki flavor is really, it comes in, it's really strong.
But this is for you.
Oh
so
my gosh, thank you.
No worries.
Let me try a little bit. And you canned it, of course. And how long did it have to not ferment, but
it didn't have to ferment at all, actually. I just did this today for you. Yeah, it's very, very sweet, but I wanted it to be bright, so that's where the white wine comes in.
The immediate taste, there is it the star anise or?
Really? It might have been the cloves, because I did add cloves.
The cloves. Immediate.
So I wanted it to taste persimmon, but I wanted it to be very Christmassy because I really like those
Oh,
tastes.
this is delicious, John.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I was happy with that batch, actually. So
Now I'm gonna have to decide what I could pair this with, or just vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. That would be really good.
That would be good.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
So that's for you.
Oh, thank
Don't
you
worry.
so much. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm gonna get everything out all
Oh,
at once.
One go.
What? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You're not even breaking the skin, huh?
There you go. There you go.
Oh wow. Oh, look at that.
Nice. I'm okay with that. Oh, seeds. We probably don't want those.
Oh, you have seeds. Oh my God. So this is from. Put it on there because
Oh.
what I do.
Oh.
These are the fruit is from an old tree.
Oh.
Because I remember my grandma in East LA, they have a Kaki tree, but it has seeds and they're small like this. But what I've done is take those seeds, I kind of clean it up, I get all the pulp off of it, and then I plant it in a container with mulch. And I have several small trees now.
Oh, really?
They're about this tall.
Outside?
Outside, and then I transplanted it from the pot to the ground, and they're doing pretty well.
Oh, wow.
So I
should go outside and look at it.
It's too.
Holy moly, it's dark and cold.
Yeah. And the little trees are over here. I was just intrigued to see if these seeds are going to take, and if they do, then these trees are legacies of my grandparents' tree. Now I just hope that they could grow into a full-blown tree, but I don't know how many years it'll take.
Yeah. But you're there to nourish it.
Yeah,
You take
I
good
hope
care
so.
of things.
I hope
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And that it makes me happy that you wanted to learn, wanted to participate, both of you, in something that brings me joy every year. It brings me hope that at least with me doing this tradition, I can pass that along. Whether you use that knowledge or not, but I've planted the seeds. No pun intended.
Yeah. I see what you did. I like that.
And the way I frame this, like, especially when I'm talking to more recent, like, Japanese immigrants, like, their idea of the culture is, like, cooking Japanese food, like sushi, or speaking to each other in Japanese. But for us as Japanese Americans, like, our Japanese American culture is no longer rooted in the language and stuff. It's rooted in these underlying values of, like, giving each other kaki and stuff like that. Like, that's how we preserve our culture, and, like, that's how younger and younger generations, like, being less and less Japanese by blood, they'll have this culture in them that isn't just based on, like, being able to speak or even having a Japanese name or Japanese American name. You know, like, I know a lot of people who are like Jane Smith or something, but they'll be, quarter eighth Japanese, and they'll do stuff like this.
Yeah. That's really cool. I thought of this stupid thing as you guys were talking about really deep stuff. It's just like, you think you're jarring and preserving kaki, but it's actually kaki that preserves your culture.
Oh snap. all the aunties and uncles did a really good job of setting the precedence of going out of our way to plan these things, to see each other and keep our family together and the memories alive.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
And you're continuing it.
For us, it's cool because we've had so many family traditions, but to like be part of creating a new one,
Oh yeah.
I think is something special.
But you know, it is important. Like these two,
Yeah.
Yeah. So nice.
they're gonna, they're
They'll remember this.
they will remember. They will.
Oh, I don't want to. This one looks weird.
What was the problem? Oh, sorry.
I don't want to.
And be careful. Now you're going to
We filled
mix
this to the brim.
everything.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it's still in it.
Michael.
Okay.
Not you, Mike.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm Mike.
This guy.
Get Mike clean it up.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.